Good morning. Today is the day that I fly to Thailand. I am just so excited. I can't believe I'm actually going. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. I don't know the experiences that I'm gonna have. I don't know anything. And I can't wait to find out.
I feel about you. Do you know this is real? How I feel around you. When I see you look at me, I'm not sure of anything. All I know is when you smile, I believe in everything.
Good morning. So I have awoken this morning about 7:30 and then I went downstairs to have some breakfast and I had a fruit bowl. It's taken me a while to get into the traveling mood without having to meticulously plan every single step of what I do in a day, because that's what I do at home. So I booked into a massage with the hotel, actually it's just next door. Before that happened, so I still had like an hour and a half, I went to Starbucks and I got a cold brew and then came back, had the massage, and I've just got back into the hotel. So I think I'm gonna get changed into some long trail trousers so that I can go to the Golden Buddha temple. And I'm gonna do like the big touristy bits today because it's not raining yet, which is good. And then this evening I'll walk to, or get the subway to like the main walking street, like the markets and stuff. She says she doesn't want to meticulously plan, and here I am meticulously planning. I'll get used to it. So I think I'm just gonna go. Bye.
Do you know
third full day in Thailand, and it marks. Am I on the right way? Yes, I am. I've just left Tamni, which is down there, and I'm going to Chatuchak Market today because it's a Saturday and it's the first day that it's been open since I've been here. My flight tonight is at 6:50. I should check that. But right now I'm off to Walampong station to get the metro line up to Chatuchak Park so that I can go to the market. I've been to Chatuchak and now I've just got back to Walampong station and I just got a notification that my flight leaves in 4 hours, and that is more than enough time to get there because it only takes an hour, but to not be en route already is a little bit stressful. I've had a really nice morning though. Try to keep my mind off what's happening. Yeah, I've had a really nice morning. I had a massage at the market, which was probably a massive tourist trap, but I really enjoyed it regardless. It's kind of sad to be saying goodbye to Bangkok, at least until the end of my trip. But I'm excited to see Chiang Mai. I think it's going to be very, very picturesque compared to this. But I mean, Bangkok is beautiful in its own right, but in a completely different way. More in like a built-up cyberpunk, slightly dirty, but also very exciting way. Whereas Chiang Mai will just be very green, I think. Okay, I'm gonna go get my stuff and I'll speak to you soon.
Still honest, unknown about a place.
Français?
Narrow your breath from every guess. I've drawn my birthplace. I don't need a friend.
I just had an adorable moment at a cafe called Pegasus, and you know how in Love Actually where Rowan Atkinson tries to package up Alan Rickman's gift for Christmas and it just takes ages and ages. I just had a very similar moment with this iced mocha that I bought, and it took like 20 minutes. I know he was making it from scratch and I wasn't annoyed, it was just like oh. And this is what I got. It's very, very cute. They got a little handle, but yep, it took quite a while.
I won't let it in. My best, and I fall obsessed in all its memory. And dove out to our death, to be undressed, a loving birth, our reverie. I don't want a friend. I won't let it in again. I don't need a friend. chance to break, would you be on your way out? Ooh, are you? Ooh, given a chance to break, would you be on your way out? Ooh, are you?
Good morning. So I am currently at a random temple on one of the main roads in Chiang Mai that goes round in a square. And yesterday I went on my day trip to Chiang Rai, and it was 13 hours long, and it was long, but it was beautiful. I saw so many different temples and so many different things that I would just never see if I hadn't have come to Thailand. And I also went to go and see the Long Neck village. It's called the Karen village. And I spoke to some of the young women who decided to take on the necklace. I'm not sure the specific name of it. And they were 22 and 23, and it's wild just to think how different our lives are, you know? Well, today I woke up late at about 10:40, and I knew that I wanted to take the day a bit easy. So I had a shower, and I've got all the stuff ready to pack, ready to go to Pai tomorrow. I've changed my booking when I come back to Chiang Mai before I fly to stay at Amaka again, because it's just so convenient and clean, and I just know it. So I'm going to Pai for 2 nights, then I'm going to come back here, and they've been really kind and they're letting me keep my bag here, so I only need to take my backpack to Pai, which I think will be a godsend, because I'm going on a small little coach, and apparently there isn't very much room for anything. When I'm in Pai, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I think I want to see some waterfalls, I want to go to some cool cafes, and I want to do the night market. I think I'm just going to take it easy. I've definitely got into the swing of travelling now. When I was in Bangkok, or when I first got to Chiang Mai, I was kind of worried that I wasn't doing enough, or not really knowing how to talk to a camera anymore, because I don't really do it. But I just need to do what serves me, you know? And it's not serving me right now to write in my journal. Like, I find it kind of just a bit of a waste of time, but I'm sticking in all the souvenirs, so I'll carry on doing that. I'm really into my book, so actually just spending some time reading in a place like this is just a blessing. Just walking out of my hostel and seeing places like this is just ridiculous, and nobody's here. It's not even like it's a landmark, it's just another temple. I just crossed the road from another one And that one was really cool. Like in the center of where the Buddha has got his hand like this on his belly, there's a string that comes out and it opens up into to the point where it stretches across the ceiling and it reaches all four corners of the room. And I think it's probably to symbolize how Buddha's light or his love or whatever it can catch all, even though he isn't ever present. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I pulled that out of my arsehole. Who knows? Maybe I shouldn't say arsehole in a place like this. I am happy and I am free and I don't feel tied down to anything and I'm not feeling pressure from anything. I could just spend the whole day in here if I wanted to, and the lack of responsibility is just amazing. I'm enjoying like kind of embracing being a little bit less rigid and a little bit less forward planned, because at home I plan everything to the nth degree and I always want to know what's coming next, and here I don't, and it's actually really refreshing. Actually just taking it as it comes is proving to be very freeing, and I just feel very at peace. You know, it's hard not to when you're surrounded by Buddhas everywhere. Well, I'm going to go off to that cafe and I will record when I'm there. So, cut to that now. I don't know how well this is going to record because the aircon is right above, but today is my last day in Chiang Mai for 2 days. So I've decided to take this bag, which is going to have all of my clothes, an extra book, my passport, and that kind of stuff, just not day-to-day things. And then this bag, which I bought from the night market in Chiang Mai. Oh no, I didn't. I bought it from the Long Neck Karen village. Well, that is going to be my day-to-day bag that's got my current book, some snacks, my money, my battery pack, and my scrapbook. This is looking quite healthy actually. Like, we've got some cute pages and we've got some other cute pages, and we've got pages just chock full of souvenirs and memorabilia, paraphernalia. I'm looking forward to Pai so much because I've got a really nice accommodation. Like, I've got an entire bungalow with a hammock outside and you look out over fields and mountains, and it's foggy in the mornings and you get free tea and coffee and fruit all day, and I think I'm just going to live on it. And they've just built a new bridge that goes over the river because there was a flood and it fell down about a week ago, and so they've tried really hard to get it up again, and they've managed to do it yesterday. So it's now only like 500 steps to the main Pai centre instead of it being a 2-kilometre walk. I'm gonna say goodbye now, and I will speak to you when I'm probably on my way to the bus stop or at the bus stop waiting for the coach. Okay? Bye. I thought I wouldn't talk to you until I was at the bus stop, but I'm just offloading some videos to my iPad because I'm keeping this here so that I've got lots of storage on my phone. But Amaka have just brought over some breakfast for me, and this is one of the best coffees I've ever had. And I've got some muesli and some fresh fruit and some yogurt. This hostel, man, they look after you so well.
I was in a daze of feeling. It's like a moment has passed me by, caught up in the waves, an ocean, and don't I know it, know it. You told me to breathe in heavily, close your eyes and see that it's not all it seems, all this chemistry. I've been breathlessly wanting more for me now. My body's alive with an oxygen that I found in you, I'm coming alive with an oxygen that I found in you. You are my fire, my kerosene. We go up.
Good morning from Pai. I had a really good night's sleep last night. I keep waking up about half an hour before my alarm goes off every morning, so I must be sleeping enough. I'm on my way now to get a moped. Even if I find it really difficult, like, I'm not going to be the worst person he's ever taught, and I only have to do one journey and it will be worth the £6 I pay for the bike and the lesson. And if a silly 19-year-old or a silly 18-year-old straight out of high school can come and do it, then a 28-year-old woman can. Basically, I've put in 13 stops in Google Maps, a nice lucky number, and depending on how I feel will be how far I go or how much I see. It's so pretty, big tree. I got there yesterday with 15 minutes to spare because I thought the lessons would be really short. It turns out they're not, they're like 45 minutes to an hour. And he said, are you good on a bike? And I said, yeah, I'm pretty good on a bike. And he said, like, really good? And I was like, yeah. And then since then, because I obsess over things, he's clearly talking about a motorbike, which I've never stepped foot on. So I'm going to turn up today and be like, yeah, I've never set foot on one, or never sat my arse on one. Probably won't use that terminology. This is so sketchy, by the way. It's so wobbly. Oh my god. I'll finish recording first. He's going to expect me to be really good, and I ain't got a fucking clue. But yeah, this is pretty beautiful. But the floor is pretty wobbly. Oh, and to know that this fell down in a flood not so long ago doesn't fill me with confidence. I'm going to go now.
We go up in flames, a tower, and don't I know it, know it. You told me to breathe in heavily, close your eyes and see that it's not all it seems, 'cause we go
It's so dangerous, but I thought I'd record myself.
a tower, and don't I know it, know it.
Okay, this is going to be the cringiest thing that I have ever said, but I've just ridden myself for 15 minutes in Pai on a fucking moped after having a lesson that he said it was going to take an hour and a half and it took 30 minutes, and I'm just so proud of myself. I did it. and I'm good at it and I enjoy it and it's fun, and I'm very menstrual and very emotional.
I was in a daze of feeling. It's like a moment.
Mate, this might be one of the best things I've ever done.
Caught up in waves and ocean.
This is amazing.
Don't I know it, know it.
So I've driven myself to the Pambok waterfall, and I've left my bike there in the shade, and I've changed into a play suit so I can get into the water. But I haven't brought a towel, but I'm sure it'll be fine. But if I just take a look, by the way, this is one of the best days of my life. I'm gonna go get in it.
You told me to breathe in heavily. Close your eyes and see that it's not all it seems. 'Cause my body's alive with an oxygen that I found in you. I'm coming alive with an oxygen that I found in you. And I won't see another one like you. Oh, you. And I won't see another one like you.
Good morning. Today is my last day in Pai. It's 8:30 right now. I woke up at 7:30, and my plan is to go to the Chinese village, the Santashon Chinese village. My scooter is waiting out front. Unsure if I'm going to remember how to drive it today, but we'll see. I need to check out at 11, so I probably need to get a move on. I'd like to go to the Yun Lai viewpoint as well, but there are a lot of steps. It's also really, really foggy, so don't think the view would be that good anyway. She loves an excuse. Okay, gonna go. I'll see you when I get to the weird village. I'm wearing ridiculous glasses because of the amount of bugs that go in my eye when I ride.
You never notice what you're running from. In an open, in a marathon on my own. Tiny doses of America.
Morning, so I'm back from Pai. I spent the night at Amica last night, which is where I stayed before, and I'm really glad I did because it's just so cozy. I know where everything is. It's got really good toiletry. Just packed up my bag. There's my hand luggage. That's the bed I've been staying in this whole time. It feels like a home from home. It's so cute. So I'm gonna fly to Suratani now, and I will update as I go.
'Cause I was holding, it was legible. Don't. Never noticed all the chemicals. So proud, it'll tear me apart.
Hello from Chillax Hostel. I just recorded a 10-minute video in which I was extremely negative and annoyed and lonely and sad, and I've just deleted it and it feels very weightless. But today hasn't been the best day. It hasn't been positive. It's been neutral or less. And I think because of how amazing the rest of the trip has been, that's why today has seemed worse than it actually has been. I think there's been a couple of near misses, but nothing has actually gone wrong. I just feel a little bit lonely today. And it's important that this does make it into the blog, Lauren, because when I think back to Japan, I think with rose-tinted glasses, or whatever they say. Why do you wear glasses when you look into the past? And why are they rose-tinted? I don't know. But it's very easy to look back on things and just remember the good parts, especially when it's an overall good experience. But I need to give myself the space to feel it, but also compartmentalize and to know that things will be okay.
It's long. I'm a rodent, I'm a replica. But for a moment, I'm adorable. I know I could be bad. We know, no. I could be bad. We know, no.
So we just travelled from the Calstock Pier, and we got caught in a rainstorm, and I'm so glad I bought a poncho for 20 baht just before we came. But yeah, we've just got here and it's stunning. Okay, so we have just had lunch and we've got our little home, me and Doreen. She's from Belgium, and I think now we're gonna go swimming in the water before we do a hike, which is exciting.
Don't be modest, will you way down low? Rotate it up and cutting decimals. Border walking, pull my ankles up. By way of promise, I was taken there. I could be bad, we know, no. I could be bad, we know, no. I could be bad, we know.
Don't forget my magic room. Then bye bye.
Look at me like that,
Hey, I just got in from the trek and I'm absolutely soaking wet, and also I was the only one to fall over, but are we surprised? No. I just went to the bathroom, which is down the pier, which is half broken, and yeah, this is such a good experience. I've never done anything like this. I just saw some like wild monkeys. What? So I just got dry, I just got changed after the walk. I'm bringing my book to the like common area. I'm just gonna sit and relax, but that's where I am. Hi. So I was really lonely yesterday, but tonight I'm on a floating hotel and I'm with all of my tall friends, and we're getting drunk and playing Ring of Fire. So today's a good day. But I've started to sneeze because of the beer, so I'm hoping that doesn't get any worse. Morning. It's 6:35 a.m. and we've woken up after an 11:30 bedtime and many beers to go on a morning safari on a boat. That's about all I've got time for. Okay, bye. I have just driven back from the overnight tour to Khao village, and I've got myself a Coke and I've repacked my bag so everything I need is in my hand luggage. Right now I'm waiting for the 2 p.m. bus to go back to Suratani. I'm going to stay over for the night and relax and watch some shit TV, maybe watch Love Island. It's getting to the point in the travelling trip now where I am getting quite tired. I've got 5 days left and I'm very glad that at the end of this trip, like all of this strenuous stuff is finished now. The biggest thing was this overnight tour and we did like a hike and stuff. But the end of this trip now is just beach and I'm looking forward to that a lot. I've just got to Lubdi and holy shit, it's so nice compared to the places I've been recently. I don't know if recording is going to work because of the music, but yeah, this place is beautiful. So I made some friends and we're going to go for dinner and then we're going to go for a low-key night out because I'm going to the half moon party tomorrow, but I am not. I'm spending some time with pigs instead. I got in at 1 a.m. yesterday, or at least went to sleep at 1 a.m. And it's now 7:15 a.m. and I've woken up, come and got some water from reception and also some 10 baht coins so I can go and dry my bathing suit because I don't want to put it on when it's wet. Hi! I am fully ready. I've got my bag fully packed and I'm ready to go to Pig Island today. This is my last excursion on this trip and I'm feeling a little bit bittersweet. with a Coke, waiting to be called for lunch, which is free, or included at least. And I have honestly never been anywhere like this in my life. Yes, pigs on a beach, but also a beach that just looks like this. I've seen it in photos, I've seen my friends from school go to places like this with their family and things, but I just never have, and it's beautiful. I think I'm going to collect like a piece of coral or something. I just went, what do you call it, snorkeling, and I saw lots of fish by the coral. Cut my toe a little bit on a piece of coral, but I feel like that's part of the course. Just walked past two girls that try to feed a pig, and they've got bitten on their hand, and it's like profusely bleeding. So I won't do that. I'm gonna go get some food, but we've got another 2 hours here or something, so it's gonna be nice and chilled. I'm very happy, and I've got 3 days left in Thailand. What day is it? The 6th. And I fly home on at midnight on the 8th. But I'm all packed up. Here's my bag. And I'm about to leave Lubdi, but I'm still very, very burnt. I think tomorrow I'm going to go to the MBK Centre, because apparently there's lots of very cheap designer things. And I don't really covet designer stuff, but if it's super cheap, why not? Okay, love, bye. Okay, this is such a weird but good feeling. So it's the end of my Thailand trip, right? And I've been here for 3 and a bit weeks, and I'm far more tanned than I was when I got here, and probably a little bit thinner. Anyway, beside the point. Well, this is my last night in Thailand, technically. I'm here all day tomorrow, and my flight leaves at midnight tomorrow night. Yeah, you know what I mean. And I've come back to the exact same room, the exact same bed. The only thing that's changed is that these lockers have moved over, and there's now a full-length mirror, so they've obviously upgraded. But all the beds are empty, and I'm just in there. It's so nice to come back to the same place where you stayed at the start. I think it just brings it full circle. I made a really good choice doing that. I guess in a way I kind of have to summarize my time here. I'd say personally the first 2 weeks were the best, and they were spent up in North Thailand. I think they were my favourite because it seemed a lot more laid back. Now, whether that's because of what they're actually like in that area, or whether that's because I had more time in each place. So like for example, my favourite place in Thailand is Chiang Mai, but that's also coincidentally the place where I spent the most time. So I don't know if it's because I explored more, I had more time to relax, or to like kick back and make it feel like home. I'm not sure. And when I was on the travels, when I was asked about Bangkok and how I felt about it, I always said, oh, it's a bit dirty, I don't know how I feel about it, it's really busy. Actually coming back, I feel like, oh, this place has so much to offer. I mean, coming from Koh Samui, where everything is hotel, 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 coffee shop, hotel, like beach bar, and then Calsock, which was just tree, rock with a tree on it, lake, which was amazing, don't get me wrong. And before then was Pai, which was just like backpacker central. I don't know, Bangkok's actually got quite a lot to offer. I don't know, I'm feeling really positive. And I think what I was doing was comparing it massively to obviously my only other solo travel experience, which was Japan. And I think obviously Japan is going to be my favourite place on earth because it's a hyperfixation. I know some of the language, so I'm able to communicate with people. I think the beauty that Japan offers is a completely different beauty to Thailand. I think Thailand is a lot more raw, well, because it's less developed. I find it quite difficult to compare them actually, and I guess it's quite unhealthy to do so. I don't need to compare them. I don't need to have a favourite. They can both just have their good bits of their own merit, you know? Anyway, I'm gonna go and walk to 7-Eleven to go and get some food. Today's been a weird food day. I went to a place called The Road Less Travelled in Koh Samui, and it was a really nice coffee shop owned by a very attractive Irish man. And I had cucumber, hummus and smoked salmon on toast with a really good coffee. To conclude my day, nothing necessarily has happened today bar getting back to where I needed to be ready for my flight tomorrow night. The only part of the whole trip that I've disliked is Suratani. Like the city, honestly the people, I don't know, it just really wasn't very nice, but that's okay. Tidy that up. I'm in my, what's his name? The guy from The Hangover. Alan. I'm in my Alan from The Hangover get-up. With the fanny pack. And I swear he wears this. Maybe it's just the fanny pack. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go to 7-Eleven after doing a great big poo. Bye. I have an hour and a half left of my 6.5-hour layover at Jeddah Airport, and I've had a nap in an airport lounge and spent £25 on 3 hours of lounge access, but I think it's worth it. But I'm ready to be home now. Looking forward to landing in London, knowing that I'll see Paul this evening. I'm really excited. Okay, bye. And I'm done. I'm back to England. smell home. Where are we? Yes.